Hey guys, it's Katie with S&B, and today we're going to install the cold air intake on the 2015 and up Mustang Ecoboost. Remove these 3 rivets by twisting them and pulling them out. Remove the battery cover to gain access to the battery. Remove the negative terminal on the battery. Next, you're going to open the clamp and you're going to remove this tube from the stock intake tube. Right next to that other hose, there's going to be a quick connect fitting, and you're just going to pull the blue tab back and pull up. Next, you're going to loosen the 2 clamps, one connecting the tube to the airbox and the other connecting the tube to the turbo. After you've loosened the hose clamps, you can then remove the intake tube from the engine. Now you're going to disconnect to the intake air temperature sensor. Push down on the tab and pull out. Pop the air temperature sensor harness off of the intake box and this tab right here. Remove this screw securing the airbox to the vehicle and then put it aside because you're going to use it later. You can now remove the airbox from the vehicle. Remove this grommet from the stock airbox and reinstall it in the vehicle. Now you're going to remove the IAT sensor from the stock airbox, and if you have a little bit of trouble, you can always use a flathead screwdriver to lift the tab over the locking clip. Install the grommet and the shoulder washer into the S&B airbox. Install the silicone tube seal onto the airbox. When installing the airbox into the vehicle, you'll want to make sure that the front scoop is lined up with the grill inlet and that the prong goes into the grommet. Secure the S&B airbox to the vehicle using the screw that you removed earlier. Okay. Install the IAT adapter onto the S&B intake tube. Install the quick connect fitting onto the S&B intake tube. After you've tightened it by hand, you can then take a wrench and make sure it's secure. Loosely install the clamps and the coupler onto the intake tube. Once you have it installed, you can then tighten down the clamps, securing the coupler to the intake tube. When installing the intake tube in the vehicle, it is easiest if you feed this to the turbo first and then push this side into the tube seal. Tighten the hose clamp securing the coupler to the turbo. Reconnect the quick connect fitting to the S&B intake tube. Reconnect the turbo bypass tube. Reinstall the IAT sensor onto the S&B intake tube. Reconnect the IAT harness to the IAT sensor. Install the filter into the airbox onto the intake tube and then tighten down the clamp. Remove the protective layer from both sides of the lid. Install the lid seal onto the lid. Install the lid onto the airbox. Reinstall the negative terminal on the battery. Reinstall the battery cover and secure it down. Alright, so that's it. It is a super easy install, but if you have questions or you just want to know more, you can always give us a call or check it out on our website, and I'll see you next time.